Let's start with a question. What are you carrying in your heart as we close this year? Is it a grudge, a disappointment, or perhaps a hurtful memory that seems impossible to let go? If you could set it down, release it entirely, how much lighter would you feel stepping into the new year? Forgiveness is one of the most powerful gifts God has given us, but it's also one of the hardest to accept and extend. Yet, think about this. If we refuse to forgive, then aren't we the ones trapped, holding on to pain that keeps us from moving forward? Imagine carrying a heavy bag all year, only to realize that you could have put it down any time. Forgiveness is that release. It's not just for others, it's for you. Let me share a story. A close friend of mine once struggled with forgiving their sibling after a deep betrayal. For years, every family gathering was filled with tension. My friend felt justified in their anger, but the weight of that resentment grew unbearable. One day, during a quiet moment of prayer, they heard a gentle nudge in their heart. Let it go. It wasn't easy, but they took a step forward. They reached out, not with expectations, but with a genuine desire for peace. And slowly, the walls began to crumble. That act of forgiveness didn't just heal their relationship, it set my friend free. But maybe you're wondering, how do we forgive when the hurt feels too big? Start by turning to God. Pray, not just for the strength to forgive, but for the person who hurt you. It's a difficult prayer, but one that transforms hearts. As you pray, you may find that what once seemed impossible becomes possible, not through your strength, but through His grace. Consider this example. Jesus, even in His moment of greatest pain, prayed for those who hurt Him, saying, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." If He, in His perfection, could extend such love, then can't we strive to do the same? It doesn't mean the pain will vanish instantly or that trust will be restored overnight. But forgiveness is a journey, and every step forward is a victory. Let's also talk about forgiving ourselves. If God, in His infinite mercy, has already forgiven us, then why do we hold on to guilt and shame? Maybe you've made mistakes this year, said words you regret, or failed in ways you never imagined. But hear this, God's grace is bigger than your failures. When you confess and seek His forgiveness, He wipes the slate clean. Imagine starting the new year not with regret, but with the assurance that you are loved and redeemed. So, what burden are you ready to let go of today? Take a moment to think about it. Maybe it's a grudge, maybe it's guilt, or maybe it's fear of reconciliation. Now, picture yourself placing that burden at God's feet, trusting Him to take it from you. As we prepare for the new year, I encourage you to pray, a prayer of release, healing, and renewal. Say these words, or something like them. Lord, I give you my pain, my anger, and my regret. Teach me to forgive as you have forgiven me. Help me let go so I can step into the new year with peace in my heart. Imagine how different the year ahead could be with a heart unburdened by the past. Forgiveness doesn't erase the scars, but it does open the door to healing. And when you let go, you make room for God's peace to fill your soul. So I ask you, who do you need to forgive today? Maybe it's someone else, maybe it's yourself, or maybe it's both. Take that first step. You don't have to do it alone. God is with you, ready to guide you into freedom and grace.